And for you guys that do have the college debt, bless you. Yes, this will be on YouTube for replay if you need to go back and rewatch the video. If you have the EIDL loan with your business, if you have a mortgage, if you have student loans, they are eating you up in interest. They are eating you up in interest. And, tomorrow we may talk about the mortgage and what that mortgage refinance did to you financially. Today I wanted to focus on credit cards because the Americans' credit card debt is the highest it's ever been. The highest it's ever been. And you guys are suffering out there right now because inflation is so high. And all you have to do is learn how to use the bank, get out of the debt that you're in, which is going to come. I mean, this was all telling $1,550 in monthly payments that was turned into nothing but working down debt. You can do that. You can do this. You can make it happen for yourself and stop the crazy debt, swimming in debt that you're doing right now. You can make it happen, and I know you can, and I'm excited for you because if I can do it, I know you can do it. You just weren't aware of how to do it. And, if this is your first time hearing about the velocity banking, keep watching videos. The more videos you watch, the more it will start changing your mindset and start showing you different scenarios, different ways that you can get in control like you never dreamed was possible. I want you in control. The videos on the YouTube channel are absolutely free. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Get the answers, watch the videos, get educated, learn how to do it on your own. You don't need to pay one dime. It can't be a scam if you're not paying anybody to show you how to do this. Right? It can't be a scam. And so people that scream, "Oh, this is ridiculous. This is a scam." Well, who's it helping? Who's it helping? You're helping yourself. So when you get the fear out, the guy I was talking to yesterday, and oh my goodness, I can't tell you how many times in a month that I deal with the fear factor of, well, what if, and the banks could call this, or the banks, they could cut your limits and blah blah blah. I've been living it for, I guess, 15, 16 years now, and I've not had any major catastrophe that happened because I was using Velocity Banking. Yes, I had a credit card just last week. I went to use at a store and it declined. And I thought, now, why did that decline? Because I don't keep balances on my credit cards. I knew I wasn't charged up. And I thought, okay, well, it must have been the store. So then I go to another place later on and try to use it again and got another decline. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to check on this when I get home. When I get home, they literally literally in big red letters across their site said, "We have decided to discontinue credit cards." I was like, okay, okay. Yes, that was aggravating. Yes, it got me declined at a store and it looked like that I didn't have good credit. But so what? I have 13 other credit cards I can use. You do have to build your way up eventually, but you can start today and you can see cash flow that you never realized you had just because you were using your credit cards wrong. Things are going to come up through the years. That's the first time in 15 or 16 years of doing Velocity Banking that I have had a credit card close on me. And it was an overall system close. It wasn't just Christy Van. They literally decided to discontinue credit cards. If you don't believe me, it's M1 Finance. Check it out. They were one of my favorite credit cards to use, and they decided to discontinue credit cards. So things happen. I'm giving you real life examples of what's happened to me when it comes to my lines of credit. But that's what I can say has happened. So if you're living in fear of the what ifs, yes, I have gone through the ups and downs of HELOCs, variable rates. You know, they go up and then they come back down, and then they go up and they come back down. And yes, I have lived through every rate increase that the HELOC has brought. Some of you guys are so fearful that you won't even go out and try the line of credit. And you know what? It's just another tool at the bank. It's just another tool that you can use. But we're not taught on those tools. Why? Because they don't make as much interest off of the revolving line of credit as they do the loan. So, of course, they're going to push the loan. I mean, if you were in business and you knew that you could make double, triple, quadruple, 100 times what you're making right now on the little product, wouldn't you push the big one? Common sense, right? It's common sense. So when you walk into a bank and you say, hey, you know, I want a revolving line of credit, and they say, oh my gosh, that's 12% interest.